From a used BandAid to a fried chicken head to chicken feathers, these are the 10 scariest things found in McDonald's Happy Meals. Number 10, a human nail. Hold the lettuce, hold the human nail. Lynn Ritchie was treating her daughter Ellen, age 6, to a McDonald's when they made the gruesome discovery. Miss Ritchie's daughter does not like bread, so she pulled the burger apart before eating. Luckily for everyone, she did, as there in full view was a nail sitting on the burger. "Mommy, what's that?" Ellen said with a confused look on her face. At first they thought it was an onion, but quickly realized it was just what Ellen had almost eaten. At first, Ellen didn't really understand what had happened and was disappointed to miss out on her burger. Then when she found out where the nail came from, she felt physically sick just thinking about it. Gross! Sickened by what she saw, Miss Ritchie reported the horror to staff, who confirmed it was a human nail. The family were offered a full refund and McDonald's started an investigation. Number 9, tooth. When you buy a McDonald's Happy Meal, you might expect to find a toy surprise. A teddy, a gadget, a cartoon character. What you don't expect to find is a tooth, or half a tooth, as was the case for this unfortunate customer in Japan. In 2014, McDonald's Japan were forced to hold a press conference after it was reported that a customer found a tooth in their French fries. This story of what was found spread quickly, and many said they would not visit a McDonald's again. When management examined the fries after it was reported to them, they confirmed that it did not appear that the tooth had been cooked. The manager went as far as checking the mouths of all the staff to see if anyone was missing a tooth. Even after a public health investigation, no one could work out how this tooth ended up in the fries. Number 8, maggots. Free protein with your burger. Sounds good, right? Wrong. You can keep your protein. A veterinary nurse who stopped by her local Mickey D's was horrified with what she found in her burger. When she opened up her bag, she spotted her fly. But this was only the start of this scary meal. As she inspected her meal further, she found a nursery of wriggling maggots lurking under a pickle. If it hadn't been for the fly, she would have taken a big bite from her burger, not knowing what was hiding inside. Speaking of the fly, how did McDonald's manage to pack up the order and not notice a fly buzzing around? Horrified, the customer contacted McDonald's, who asked her to return the burger for investigation. She had declined and sworn to always check her food before eating. I hope she wasn't charged for the extra topping. If you think these were scary, things are about to get a whole lot scarier, so keep watching to see what comes next. Number 7, gum. Ellie from Leeds in the UK popped into a local McDonald's for some lunch. As Ellie was going home, she sat down to eat her lunch while waiting on her train. As she was munching away on her fries, she bit on something hard. She first thought it was just a hard bit over a cooked fry, but then her mouth started to taste minty. Then the hard piece started to feel sticky and stretchy against her teeth. That was the moment she realized the shocking truth of what had just been in her mouth. This was no regular fry, and she spat it out quickly. Oh no, what was it? When she spat it out, she discovered what had been in her mouth was not an overcooked fry, but in fact was someone else's pre-chewed gum. Ugh. Ellie contacted McDonald's when she returned home, and the manager offered a refund and an investigation. Unfortunately, as Ellie was unable to return the gum, the owner has yet to be found. Number 6, baby mouse. Would you like a mouse with that? No, me neither. Beth from the UK got more than she ordered when she visited McDonald's. A couple of bites into her burger and a realization that the burger tasted funny and not how it should, Beth knew that something wasn't right. She stopped to look at the burger, and that's when the true horror of what she was eating was discovered. I knew I would have gone in a flash, running and screaming from the restaurant. Hanging from the burger was what appeared to be the tail and feet of a baby rodent. Ugh! Beth didn't pull the burger apart. The sight alone was enough to make her feel sick. She got up and left and hasn't been back since. A McDonald's milkshake sounds great. A McDonald's mouse, not so much. Now, McDonald's are not convinced it was a baby mouse from the pictures posted online of the burger. Staff say the gray-colored tail is actually a blood vessel from the chicken. Either way, I've lost my appetite. Number 5, green flies. Not all Happy Meals are happy. A dad of 3 from West Yorkshire in England was disgusted to find his kid's Happy Meal covered in tiny insects. The dad couldn't believe what he was seeing. At least 40 green flies crawling all over the chicken nuggets, chips, and even all over the packaging. I feel ill just talking about it. Jonathan was with his partner and 3 kids at the time, about 2 Happy Meals and a burger for himself. He opened up the meal to give to his kids when he spotted the unwelcome green flies. What if the dad hadn't opened the meal and the child opened it themselves and munched on it? Gross! How can this happen? How can so many flies gather on the food and the packaging without anyone noticing before it's handed to the customer? Jonathan, who posted the images online, can no longer stomach the thought of going into a McDonald's. The company has apologized and has offered a full refund to Jonathan. Number 9. Needle. Can you imagine sitting down ready to polish off a nice juicy burger, and then to your surprise you take a bite of a needle instead? Ouch! Erin Spellman from Kentucky reported this is what happened when she and her family sat down to enjoy their McDonald's meal. Erin's stepmom took a bite of her burger and got more than she was expecting. No juicy soft burger, but instead the metallic taste of a hard, sharp needle. At first she thought it was a cap and was horrified to realize it was a needle. She even managed to prick her finger as she attempted to remove it. Not the day they had planned, Erin's stepmom had to spend several hours in the emergency room being treated with vaccinations and antibiotics. The staff had no idea how it got there. A health inspector visited the restaurant and looked at the ingredients used to make the burger, but found no evidence of how the needle ended up in there. That's one surprise I wouldn't like to find in my Happy Meal. If you think these were scary, things are about to get a whole lot scarier. Keep watching until the end. Number 3. Fried chicken head. When you order a Happy Meal for your kids, you sure want to see a big smile on their faces, not getting some "what is this" look. This is exactly the look a woman got after she ordered some lovely Happy Meals for her kids. They found an unwanted surprise in the order. As she was placing the bite-sized pieces onto a plate for her children, she pulled out a deep-fried whole chicken head. What? This isn't some prank or joke, because this happened for real. Not surprisingly, the mother let out a scream when she saw the chicken head, complete with its beak and eyes still intact. Even though the manager of the outlet later offered the family some free meals for their troubles, the mother declined, as she had well and truly lost her appetite after that. The mother reported it to the FDA and considered legal action. This definitely deserves a spot on one of the scariest things to have been found in a Happy Meal, and I'm sure many of you will agree. I don't really want to imagine what my reaction would be if I was in the poor kid's shoes. Number 2. Chicken feathers. Want some chicken wings to whet your appetite? I bet you can't wait to munch on the soft meat as well as devour the bones of your chicken meal. Definitely not a mouthful of real chicken feathers. Many people would expectedly be confused and angry, just like this McDonald's customer in China who made claims that her daughter had taken a bite off the McDonald's chicken wing only to munch on chicken feathers. Yuck! As her daughter was eating, she started to cough up a ball of fluff. Video and images posted online shows a bunch of feathers clearly sticking out of the fried coating. The sight alone made this child feel sick, especially as she had already eaten 3 before making the grim discovery. A poor girl. The incident has, however, raised a lot of questions about the level of hygiene McDonald's foods goes through. Like, isn't inspection what someone gets paid to do? The victim's mother, who made the discovery, however, declined the compensation offered by McDonald's. Her daughter thankfully didn't show any signs of illness, but unsurprisingly, it has affected her appetite, and I can't see her ordering from McDonald's anytime soon. Number 1. Used BandAid. Finding an ant in a Happy Meal? Maybe I could cope, but to take a bite of my Happy Meal and find a used BandAid is where I draw the line, like many would. Finding something like that would just make anyone barf. In fact, most people would sue. This was the same situation that played out back in 2007 after a family in Canada claimed they found a used BandAid in the McDonald's meal they ordered. The victim said that the BandAid was stained with blood, which shows that it was fresh off someone else's injury. At that moment, the only thing worse would probably be finding a fingertip in the meal. McDonald's later released a statement that the claims by the family were untrue after they had conducted an investigation. How true was that? We can't say, but that was not the first time people have claimed to find a plaster in a Happy Meal. A Californian woman back in 1994 was awarded more than $5,000 in damages for her stress and anxiety after she found a bloody Band-Aid in a hamburger she had gotten from the same McDonald's. Enjoyed the video? Now watch this one.